Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. He's back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And here come the Bills. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Love the effort, love the dramatics, getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Now Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And they get 14 yards there at a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They come out here in the eye. Taylor. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Stafford on 3rd down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is, how physical is the offensive line? Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about position.
Now the Bills will take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and that changes everything here in OT. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well, because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're...
And play is stopped here. Timeout It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will be their third and final in this overtime session. And as they talk it over, we take a break. We'll be right back. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And we will play on here in overtime. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go!
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Taylor. That is incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Taylor to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Defense showing blitz. We'll see if they can pick it up here with a fullback Felton. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuffed the run. I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and it's expected it.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So it is all up to Dan Carpenter. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board,